Hello everybody and welcome to a very quick indie zombie vlog review. Today I'm talking about a shitty little title called Sword of Fortress, the Onomuzim, I think. And this game came out probably only a little while ago. I think it's only a PlayStation 4 exclusive because it's not on Steam. And I really didn't know what kind of a game this was. It was going for about 16 bucks right now. And the combat style that they show in the preview for it looks kind of like Dark Souls. And the fact that the same preview that you get on the store page happens in the game when you start it up is not good. And it's an open world game with no character creation at all. You just start in this open field and the game feels like a freaking beta because there's nothing going on at all. And the game doesn't feel finished either. I especially realized that when the very first building that I walked up to and started trying to interact with it, I went right through the wall and there's nothing inside of it at all. It's just an empty structure. And you can do that too with a few other buildings if you try and attack or roll into them in a certain way. And the entire place is barren. I mean, other than plant life, trees, and the occasional buildings, and or ruins, or whatever, there are no enemies either. And the preview for it shows you fighting other knights, and even dragons, and shows you riding on a horse, too. And I love how, too, on the store page, of course I can't show the store page, how it describes itself as it's got amazing graphics, epic battles, weather elements, which, yeah, there is a weather element. It rains, but the clouds never really seem to change, or anything like that either. And there's always one song that's constantly playing, despite the fact that nothing is going on. I really hope Jim Sterling covers this game in some way on his channel, because wow, just wow. I have not had the luxury of looking at a game randomly like this in a while. I think maybe since that one indie game that I played on the 360 that I looked at that was pretty awful. But yeah, I mean, what the hell? What the hell? I mean, why, have a trailer or a preview that shows combat, and also the combat in here, by the way, is clunky as shit. You have a heavy and a weak attack, but it's basically the same exact attack, only one's low and then one's high. And you do this combo, but the combo's random. Like, there's no real structure to it at all. Like, the game is clearly trying to look and try to be like Dark Souls in a way, but Dark Souls worked and was obviously finished and was a competently made game. This isn't. This is shit. This is weird beta shit. I mean, the only enemy I think that I encountered was a dragon that was sitting on a structure, just hanging out. And if you follow me on Twitter, I was talking about this. And yeah, and like I walk onto this, this like pedestal thing, and this cinematic thing happens where the camera just starts spinning around me saying, "Enemy encountered," and then nothing happened. The dragon just stayed where he was, doing his model routine, and I walked away trying to look for something else, and then walked back wondering if I was supposed to hit the interact button or the action button, and that time when I did, a dragon spirit flew out of it. But still, nothing happened. The dragon didn't start attacking me or anything like that. Not that the combat, I imagine, would be that interesting, because the combat and the controls are clunky as shit in this. Because you know how normally in Dark Souls or even in Neo, where you could start by doing an attack and then try and do some sort of an evasion or a guard break or anything like that, in order to throw out an opening into your opponent or a false opening or just whatever, any type of attack style that you want to use to your advantage. This doesn't allow you to do that at all. If you're whacking away at the attack button, you can never interrupt it by just rolling out of the way or anything like that. And if you're moving, you will continue to move and just attack in that direction. Kind of. And your character has a ranged weapon, but there's no real way for it to use it at all. Like, there's nothing in the controls about it. I mean, you do have a lock-on button. Not that there's anything to lock on to. You also have a sneak button, which is kind of funny, because I'm wondering, when does stealth ever come involved? Now, granted, I've only played this game for about a half hour, but yeah, when there's nothing going on in the world at all, and I've ran a good amount of distance and found nothing but a dragon just hanging out who's not even going to attack me or anything, and still, like, even when I first saw him to when I ran up to him, he did not move from where he was at all. He just sat up there. And there was nobody else around for miles. Clearly, and nothing telling me where I needed to go, other than where the dragon was on my map, and there's no stamina meter or health meter. I took a leap off of a tall building, and my character did react to it, but that was about it. And while I was testing a few other things, ran through one structure, and then I got stuck rolling outside of a door, where all the character would do was just roll. I couldn't do anything else. And apparently he got locked into doing that because I've been hitting the roll button so much. And I felt that was a pretty good way to end it. Yeah, got this for a slight discount of $3. Thankfully, I still had a $10 gift card that my buddy Andy gave me for Christmas. So I really only ended up spending really $6 of my own money on this, but yeah. Playing this really just made me want to go play Dark Souls or Neo or even Breath of the Wild or something. Far better, more fun games. More interesting games too. Yeesh. Yeah, and when I was trying to look up and do research on this, there was one video that was also titled "Do Not Buy This." And yeah. But sometimes it's kind of fun to go into something like this cold, just to find out what the hell it is. If it's going to be a surprise and actually be good, or if it's a surprise and going to be dog shit. And here you go. It was dog shit. Well, those are my thoughts on that. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves.